Good afternoon, students. In last lecture, we see the gas cooled reactor. Okay, in gas cooled reactor, we see there are two types of reactor. Okay, and according to the moderator, according to the nature of fuel, we classified this two gas cooled reactor into two types. Okay, so after completion of gas cooled reactor, today we are going to start. That is the next reactor. The introductory part I already covered in the last lecture. Okay, so this is your Canadian deuterium uranium reactor. So this Canadian deuterium uranium reactor, why it is called as a Canadian? Because it is simply as it is made up in a Canada. Okay, so the Canada scientist made up this reactor. That's why it's a Canadian. This deuterium is nothing but the moderator, that is D2O. Okay, D2, that is the deuterium. Okay, then it is represented as D2O. That, okay, it is the isotopes of hydrogen. Okay, so and the next is the your uranium. Okay, so here natural uranium is used. That's why this name of the reactor is Canadian deuterium uranium reactor. Okay, now according to the construction, okay, what is the difference between this Canadian reactor and PWR? Okay, or BWR. Okay, as you see, this reactor having that is moderator, coolant. Okay, but apart from this, in this reactor the fuel charging machine is there. Okay, and the shape of the reactor vessel is quite different. Okay, it contains number of pressurized tube. Okay, number of pressurized tube. Just carefully observe the diagram. Okay, if you carefully observe the diagram, then you understood each and every point. Okay, now these are the control rods. Okay, this is your control vessel, which is shaped in the cylindrical shape. Okay, so this is the cylindrical shape. Now, and what is the biggest difference in PWR and BWR or gas cooled reactor? We use uranium rod. Okay, we use uranium rod. Okay, but here we use this uranium oxide, which is used in the form of pellets. Okay, so these pellets which is injected into these tubes. Okay, so this is the biggest difference between your PWR, BWR and your Canadian deuterium uranium reactor. Okay, so this is the problem with this reactor. Okay, here we use pellet uranium oxide in pellet form. That is the difference. Now in this reactor, okay, we use moderator as a heat exchanger here. Okay, so means moderator is mixed up with the heat exchanger. So this is the another difference. Now after this we use number of tubes. Okay, so with respect to design perspective, for the design perspective, if I see for design perspective, this fuel charging machine is very much important. Okay, then which inject the fuel into the tubes. Okay, then these pressure tubes. Okay, this pressure tube is designed according to the some specific its length and diameter. Okay, we will see in the next slide. So this is a total construction of this Canadian deuterium uranium reactor. Okay, the working is same. Okay, the working is same when uranium, that is natural uranium U-235, which bombarded with the neutron. Okay, then chain reaction start. After the chain reaction there is a heat. Okay, in the when heat is released, okay, this heat passes through these tubes. Okay, there are different tubes. Okay, here we use number of tubes. Okay, and according to the capacity of the nuclear reactor we design the number of tubes. Okay, after the passing of this steam to this steam generator, what is the function of the steam generator? Steam generator is nothing but the it maintain the temperature. Okay, it maintain the temperature with according to the our requirement, and it passes through the steam turbine. Here we connect steam turbine. Okay, What is the function of steam turbine? Same. When this steam turbine just convert this steam energy into mechanical energy. Okay, everything is same. Okay, just this mechanical energy, and again this mechanical energy is converted into electrical energy by using generator. Okay, so these are the overall conversion of steam energy or nuclear energy into electrical energy. What is our main objective? Our main objective is to convert the nuclear energy into electrical energy. Okay, so this is our main objective in whatever be the, irrespective of your reactor, whatever be the reactor you use, what is the aim? First is aim is what is the nuclear energy which is converted into electrical energy. So for this purpose we use different tools, that is we use some here control rods, we use moderator, then we use heat exchanger, and this to just to maintain the steam mechanism. Okay, just to enhance the efficiency of the steam or thermodynamic cycle, we maintain some or we use some tools, okay, with respect to your maintain the high temperature. So this is the objective, that is your nuclear energy is converted into electrical energy. Now we see what are the coolants, moderator. Okay, which type of coolant, moderator are used. First of all we see the fuel. Okay, so as we see in PWR, okay, in PWR we use enriched uranium. Okay, we use enriched uranium, but in case of Canadian uranium reactor we use natural uranium. So this is the first concept, that we use natural uranium. This is the first difference according to fuel. Now according to moderator, here we use heavy water. I already explained the concept of heavy water. What is meant by heavy water? The water which present high amount of deuterium. Okay, what is deuterium? Deuterium is the isotope of your hydrogen. Okay, if my deuterium is present here, I mentioned 99.8% deuterium is present in the heavy water. Okay, means whenever just we like H2O, okay, means what? Water. Here we use water, hydrogen. Okay, but for the presentation of deuterium we use D2O. Okay, so deuterium oxide. So this is our formula of heavy water. Okay, if I represent in its gaseous form. Okay, so this is your deuterium oxide. Okay, according to its content which is present in the heavy water. Now the next is the coolant. Okay, here we use heavy water as a coolant. Means what? For moderator and coolant, okay, we use same content, that is heavy water. Okay, so this is your thumb rule. So this is, here we use heavy water. Okay, so this is very important to remember this concept. Okay, because whenever the question is asked for 6 marks, these 4 to 5 points are very much important. After that we use control rod. In PWR or in BWR or in gas cooled reactor, there is no concern with the which type of control rod is used. Okay, whether we use cadmium, whether you use boron. Okay, cadmium or boron. Okay, there is no concern in case of PWR or PWR. But whenever this Canadian uranium reactor come into the picture, that is, it is very important that your control rod must be made up from the cadmium. Okay, so this is much important, and this is the one of the difference between PWR and your this reactor. Why I mention always difference? Because of when you make the difference, you get the clarity. Okay, means which type of coolant you use in the PWR, which type of coolant used in the your Canadian reactor. So this give you clarity. So always just compare with respect to other reactor. Okay, means you can revise all the concept at one times. Okay, now this in this Canadian reactor we use moderator and coolants are kept separate. Okay, so these are the some points with respect to your Canadian reactor. Now the next point is the specialty of about reactor vessel. Okay, it is quite different with respect to the your other reactor, okay, or other reactor vessel. So as I told you that in this reactor we use different types of tubes, okay, pressure tube we use. So as I say, in this steel cylinder, okay, this is shape is cylindrical, its length and diameter is given, that is 6 meter to 8 meter, sorry. Vessel is penetrated by 380 horizontal channels called as a pressure tubes. Okay, I already told you according to the size of the reactor, which how much electric energy is produced, whether your plant is 12 megawatt, 500 megawatt, according to that, okay, according to that we design the pressure tubes. Okay, so the next is the channel is contain the fuel elements and pressurized coolant flows along the channel and around fuel elements to remove heat, generally by using nuclear fission. Okay, and with respect to temperature, here 370 degree, and pressure is which is mentioned in the Pascal. Okay, 10 megapascal Pascal and 370 degrees Celsius. So this much temperature is required, or this much pressure is required, okay, to form the chain reaction or to continue the chain reactions. Okay, so this about the your reactor vessels and its core. Okay, because it is quite different, that's why I mentioned here. Okay, so some students are quite confused, some students give me ask for the model answer. Okay, I already provide you handwritten notes. Okay, and in that notes I describe all the points. Here I just mention, if I write down each and every point, if I write down here the information about your what is the function of coolant, what is the function of moderator, I already cover in the layout diagram. Okay, that's why you just I just highlight here main points. Whenever you ask this question is asked in the exam, how can you write? First of all, you mention the specialty of this reactor, then you mention the which type of coolant, moderator and fuel is used, then you draw the diagram. After the completion of diagram, you write down working. Okay, you write down working, and in working you write down the function of each and every component. Okay, means what is the function of coolant, what is the function of moderator, how steam is flow from your reactor vessel to the heat exchanger, and heat exchanger to the steam turbine, and then steam turbine to the generator. Okay, so this flow you always mention in the working. Okay, after that you write down if there is any specialty with respect to. Now we learn this Canadian reactor. Okay, so this reactor is quite different, so highlight the point, that is reactor vessel and core. After that you can write down advantage and disadvantage. So this is the way we can cover the points. Okay, so it is not need to explain each and every time the function of moderator, coolant and your fuel rod and control rod. Okay, so with respect to questions you can write all the points. Okay, this is important things. Now the next is the with respect to fuel, I already mentioned that is the uranium oxide is used as a cylindrical pellets. Okay, packed in the corrosion resistance zirconium alloy. Okay, so this is the procedure. Okay, to resist the corrosion. Okay, because corrosion is the most corrosion is the big problem. Okay, because we use heavy water, so to protect from this oxidizing process we use some zirconium alloy. Okay, to protect your uranium oxide. Okay, so these are the some concept with respect to your Canadian uranium reactor. Okay, now the next is what are the advantage and disadvantage. Okay, so with respect to advantage, I already told you one concept is that according to your material is used in the reactor, then your based on that material or based on that your techniques, your advantage and disadvantage decided. Here we use heavy water, okay, as a coolant and moderator. That's why it's what is the specialty of heavy water? Higher multiplication factor and low fuel consumption. Okay, low fuel consumption means what? It indirectly says that the with respect to the generation of electrical energy, means by using less uranium we can generate maximum electrical energy. So this is the specialty if I use heavy water as a moderator. Okay, So this is the specialty of heavy water. Okay. Now the second thing is enriched fuel is not required. So here there is no requirement of enriched fuel. Okay. Here we simply use natural uranium. So this is the advantage. We can easily available. The cost of the vessel is less because it is not withstand with high pressure. Okay. Means what? This reactor vessel is not deal with the high pressure, so it is not required to give the regular maintenance with respect to high pressures. Okay, so it is not required too much high pressure. Means what? So this is the one of the advantage of your this Canadian reactor. Now next is the less time is needed, okay, to construct the reactor. Okay, means what? As compared to our PWR and BWR, okay, the reactor vessel is very easy. Okay. Now the next is the moderator can kept at low temperature, which increase the effectiveness in a slow down the neutrons. Okay. So the advantage of moderator, here we use heavy water as a moderator. So what is the advantage? If I maintain at low temperature, which increase the effectiveness of slowing down the neutrons. What is the meaning of this statement? What is the function of moderator? It absorb. Okay. Oh, okay. It reduces the speed of neutrons. Okay. It reduces the speed of neutron means what? Whenever the chain reaction is continuously going on in the nuclear reactor, there must be some control technique is used. So moderator is used to just control these chain reactions. Okay. If I maintain this moderator at low temperature, okay, it increases the effectiveness, okay, to slowing down the reactor neutrons. If I get the effectiveness in slowing down the neutrons, so it is very easy to stop the reactions, because to stop the reaction, it is one of the most important tasks in the nuclear reactions or in the nuclear power plant. Okay, so these are the some advantages with respect to your Canadian reactor. Okay, now the next is the disadvantages. Okay, so with respect to disadvantages, first disadvantage is it requires a very high standard of design, manufacture and maintenance. Why it requires very high standard design, manufacture and maintenance? Because its reactor vessel contains number of pressure tubes are there. Okay, so number of pressure tubes are there. So to maintain these pressure tubes pressures and temperature, we use full charging different types of pressure tubes. So to maintain this, we have to require very high design. Okay, the next is the cost of heavy water is very high. With respect to, as you know that in pressurized water reactor and boiling water reactor, we use water which is easily available. So this is the advantage of PWR and BWR. But in case of heavy water, because heavy water cost is very high, okay, because it is quite different from your natural water, there are leakage problems. Okay, because maintenance is very, it requires high maintenance and a number of pressure tubes are there. So the here we concern with this leakage problem. Okay, this leakage problem also occur in the gas cooled reactor. Whenever I use helium as a coolant or helium as a gas which is used in the gas cooled reactor, then there is a problem, very sensitive problem with respect to the leakage. Okay, so this disadvantage also occur in the gas cooled reactor. Okay, now the next is the size of the reactor is extremely large as power density is low as compared with the PWR and BWR. Okay, so the because of this constructions, okay, and it requires very number of pressures to number of cylindrical, okay, steel cylinder is required. Okay, so for that purpose we require very high space. Okay, very extremely large size is required with respect to your BWR and PWR. Okay, so these are the some disadvantage with respect to your Canadian reactor. Okay, so friends, based upon the, first of all, how can I summarize these topics? Based upon the moderator, I can write 2 points. First point is the your low consumptions, so efficiency is very high. We can add here one point, that is if my low fuel consumption is there, means what, your efficiency is very high, because with respect to by using low consumption we can generate maximum electrical. Second, based on the moderator, I write down because if I use this moderator at low temperature, its effectiveness is very high. So it is very useful to control the chain reaction within a time period. Okay. So this is the second advantage of if I use heavy water as a moderator. So these 2 points I cover on based on moderator. Third point is your based on the fuel, which fuel you use. Okay. So just prepare one chart. Okay. Just prepare one chart, and this chart give you all clarity. Okay, means this one chart, if you prepare this chart, you can write each and every questions. Okay, so first of all, I give you one homework. Okay, each and every students just carefully listen. What is the homework? Okay, so this is very important with respect to every students. First thing is, if I prepare a chart, that is, this is your pressurized water reactor, boiling water reactor, gas cooled reactor, and this is your Canadian reactor. Now, if I prepare one chart, okay, that is based on the fuel, moderator, coolant, control rods. Here I mentioned two advantages. Okay, two important advantages mentioned in the your comparison. Here, then two disadvantages. Okay, two disadvantages mentioned, and then example. Let's consider, I give one example of boiling water reactor, that is Tarapur. Okay, so this is your homework, that write down here the example of PWR, gas cooled reactor, and this Canadian reactor. Okay, so in this way we can write down the city. Okay, which where is the plant of this reactor or pressurized water reactor is present. Okay, you have to mention here the name of the plant and city. Then lastly, diagram. Okay, and your diagram should be neat and clean. Some students also not much attention toward these points. Okay, so if you want to score maximum mark in power generation technology, because this is a completely theory based subject. Okay, if you take casual, okay, if you not draw neat and clean diagram, okay, total marks is based on your diagram. If your diagram is wrong, then there is a none of sense, okay, to check your questions, because if your diagram is wrong, then definitely whatever you write, they must be a wrong. Okay, so draw a diagram with neat and clean, highlight each and every point. Okay, if you highlight each and every point, it gives you a maximum marks. So you prepare one chart, okay, and send me day after tomorrow. So today is Monday. Okay, on Wednesday or Thursday you can submit this homework. This is very simple questions. Only the point is, if you prepare this chart, okay, so this is your keynotes. Okay, whenever you face the some problem, how to prepare this theoretical questions or theoretical paper, so try to make some bullets point or some short notes. Okay, how can you prepare short notes? If I learn all the reactor, all the types of reactor which is asked in the exam, so I prepare one chart here. If I prepare this chart, before you going to the exam, just look out and just remember the diagram. If you remember the diagram, you can easily write down each and every point, because working is same. Okay, working is same of the all the reactor. What is the difference? Only the difference between fuel, moderator, coolant, and control rods, and some advantage disadvantage. Some advantage disadvantage also common thing are there. Okay, so in this way you can prepare this chart and post on our official group. Okay, so this is very important. Each and every students make this chart. Okay, and with clean and neat handwriting, post on your official group after the completion of the chart. Okay, again, now here we complete the nuclear power plant. Okay, what are the contents you complete? First is the our nuclear power plant. In nuclear power plant we complete the fusion and fission. Okay, after that we complete the nuclear chain reactions, nuclear fusion reactions. Okay, then we complete the site selection. Okay, after completion of site selection, we see the layout diagram. Okay, layout diagram of nuclear power plant. After completion of layout diagram, we see the types of reactor. Okay, types of reactor. Then after types of reactor, in types of reactor, we see 4 types of reactor. Okay, I think everyone now comfortable with all reactor, PWR, BWR. I just write the short form, gas cooled reactor, and this your cadmium deuterium reactor. Okay, so these are the way we complete this nuclear power plant. After, in this unit number 2, okay, there are 3 major parts. Okay, first part is in unit number 2, 3 major part. First is the nuclear power plant. Okay, second is the diesel power plant. It is quite lengthy chapter. Okay, and third is the gas power plant. Okay, I already finished this nuclear power plant. Diesel power plant and gas power plant, it is very easy, because in diesel power plant we will only learn layout diagram. Okay, layout diagram and the component of diesel power plant. In gas power plant is also same. It is your layout diagram and its component. Okay, so within 2 to 3 days, okay, this chapter will be finished. Okay, don't worry about the syllabus. Okay, now the next point is, sometimes in the exam they ask general questions. What are the nature of general questions? Just carefully listen that sometimes they ask in the exam for 6 mark questions. Okay, explain the difference between steam power plant and nuclear power plant. Okay, this is the general questions. Okay, sometimes they ask what are the advantages of steam power plant than the nuclear power plant, or sometimes they ask what are the advantages of nuclear power plant with respect to the steam power plant. Okay, means whatever be the nature of questions. Okay, that's why I prepare here one chart. Okay, based upon the constraint, which type of constraint is used in the steam power plant and which type of constraint is used in the nuclear power plant. So based upon this constraint, we can classify steam power plant and nuclear power plant. Okay, now just carefully observe. Okay, so here now tell me, everyone, tell me the difference between nuclear power plant and thermal power plant. I think you are very comfortable with nuclear power plant and thermal power plant. Okay, we cover each and every points. I hope you tell me one point with respect to nuclear power plant and thermal power plant, everyone. So first, who start the?
Sir, can I?
Yes,
Praveen,
yes, Praveen, yes. Tell me first.
In steam power plant, water requires vary in large quantity, and in nuclear power plant, water requires in less quantity.
Very good. First point is, in the case of thermal power plant, we require very large amount of water, and in case of nuclear power plant, we require very less amount of water. Now, Sudhanshu.
Capital cost in steam power plant is low, and in nuclear power plant is high, very high.
Okay, with respect to capital cost. Okay, ठीक है. Next.
The fuel is thermal power plant is coal, and nuclear power plant is enriched uranium or uranium.
Very good.
Natural.
With respect to fuel, we can classify. Here we use fossil fuel. Okay, and here we use. I can add one more point in Sri Krishna's point. Okay, with respect to coal, we require very high amount of coal for the production of electrical energy in case of the thermal power plant, and in case of the nuclear power plant, for the less consumption, I can produce maximum electrical energy. Okay, we can add this point. Now next is the who is next? Saili, Mayank, then Omkar.
Hello.
Yes, Mayank, please carry on.
So in thermal power plant to restart the plant, it takes more than 3 days. But in nuclear power plant, it's less than 3 days timing to restart. If
Yes, yes.
sometimes some blockage or something is there, so it takes 3 days to start.
Okay, okay, okay. Okay, so this is a practical point of view. He give the starting time and the closing time of the plant. Okay, based upon that, he just differentiate these two plants. Okay, so based upon this point, I also one more part I add here. With respect to objective questions, if you most of students now diploma students are at, when you face when you go for the junior exam, that is SSC JEE or Transco Genco, they ask the difference between, sometimes they ask whether your nuclear power plant is base load power plant or peak load power plant. Okay, so based upon the starting time and closing time, I can classify that this is your, so nuclear power plant is your peak load power plant, and thermal power plant is also is your peak load, sorry, base load power plant. Both power plants are base load power plant. Okay, means your thermal power plant is also base load power plant, and your nuclear power plant is also base load power plant. Why it is a base load power plant? Because it continues give the electrical energy up to 8 to 9 hours. Okay, continuously. With respect to now peak load power plant or diesel power plant, it can't give a continuous energy. That's why these two plants are base load power plants. Okay, and it required very high time to start. Okay, its starting time is very high. Okay, of the thermal power plant and nuclear power plant. But in case of peak load power plant, whenever you see the diesel generator can be start within a 1 minute. Okay, but to start the thermal power plant or nuclear power plant, it requires 1.5 hours. Okay, or sometimes a day if there is any technical problem is there. Okay, so it is very easy to explain. Depend upon the its starting time, we can classify it into base load power plant and peak load power plant. Okay, now Saili or Omkar, please tell me the difference. Somebody take the screenshot of attendance. Shudhanshu.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now tell me Saili or Omkar. Omkar. Am I audible to all? So here I mention some points. Okay, just give some attention here. Okay, so depend upon the side, it located near the load. Okay, depend upon the capital cost, its capital cost is low and its capital cost is very high. Okay, operating cost, then maintenance cost, then it's a depend upon the staff. Okay, then fuel consumptions. Okay, then quantity of water required. Okay, so based upon these points, I can classify this plant. Okay, steam power plant and nuclear power plant. Okay, so these are the way I can cover all the points with respect to nuclear power plant. Now what is our next target? Our next target to start the diesel power plant. Okay, so in the next lecture I start the diesel power plant. Okay, so this diesel power plant is a peak load power plant. Okay, because as you know that you in the hospital or in the any emergency service is there, their requirement is diesel generator. Okay, so diesel generator, what is the specialty? It can easily start. Okay, its starting time is very low, so it is included in the peak load power plant. Peak load power plant. Okay, so this is the major difference between your nuclear power plant and peak load power, your diesel power plant. Okay, so depend upon the starting time, depend upon the how much your plant, okay, is produce electrical energy. Depend upon the these 2 points, we can classify it into whether it is a base load power plant or nuclear power plant. Many times if there is online exam is conducted because of this corona situations, you can also face some problems. Okay, so that's why you can prepare with online questions also, multiple choice questions also. Okay, I will provide on the Moodle. Okay, you can go through the Moodles and just solve some questions based upon the objective type. Okay, I give you some website. That is, first is the write down electrical for you. Okay, so this website also help you. Okay, on electrical for you, this is the website which gives you a number of objective with respect to power generation technology. On that website, according to the topics, okay, they give you some objectives. Okay, so go through these websites and try to solve the questions, objective questions with respect to the steam power plant, nuclear power plant. Okay, and the next point is most important with respect to your attendance. Maintain your attendance. Okay, attend all lectures continuously. Okay, and there is one announcement is there. Now third year student also can give the GATE exam. Okay, 2-3 days before the news is floated in the. Okay, so this is very good opportunity. Means in third year you can also give the GATE exam. Okay, GATE exam is one of the most toughest exam as a engineer. Okay, so you can prepare from second year also. You can prepare some important subject like your ADE. Okay, then EMI. Okay, and PGT some part, PGT some theoretical part, means whether it is a base load power plant, peak load power plant, and then some theoretical. Sometimes they ask. Okay, not necessary. Okay, so with respect to your GATE exam, AD, EMI, and M3, these are the most important subject. Okay, so if you prepare from second year, at the end of final year, you can prepare. You can very confident about this GATE exam, and you, if you score maximum marks, there may be a chance you become a nuclear engineer. Okay, in Homi Baba or in NPCL or Baba Atomic Research Center. Okay, so just decide what is your life path. Okay, and try to concentrate all the subjects. Okay, which is very important with respect to your career. Okay,